What's up, bros? So in this video, we're going to be talking about what happens if you get disinterest off the open. So what do I mean by this? You going and approaching a girl, you opening a girl, and instantly she gives you some form of disinterest. You use your opener, you use something that I discussed in the previous opening videos, and you get disinterest. Okay, it's as simple as that. You get disinterest straight off the bat. Now, what do you do? What do you do in that case? You've got a few options here. Number one is you need to understand if she's giving you disinterest, you need to give disinterest back. Okay? If she's giving you disinterest, you need to give disinterest back in a form that makes her really comfortable. Okay? Because she's thinking, okay, enough of this guy. He's just desperate for me. He just wants me like every other guy. So what do? She's giving you disinterest. You give disinterest back by saying things like, I have to go in a second. That's disinterest. It's a false time constraint. It's disinterest. You know, actually, I'm on the way to meet a friend. I actually have a girlfriend anyway, and then you keep going. Disqualify is disinterest. And don't think to yourself, oh, you're lying. You're creating comfort. Maybe you're even talking about your friends, Sarah, that's your girl/friend. If she asks you later, you just say, oh no, I was actually just talking about Sarah. She's my girl. And my friend. She's a female friend. Okay, but you're using a disqualifier as disinterest. You're using a false time constraint as disinterest. Maybe that's verbal disinterest. Maybe you even turn your body around for a second. You just turn away, you look away, and then you come back and talk to her. You're showing a little bit of disinterest, verbally or non-verbally, or both together, because she's giving you disinterest. Okay, what do most guys do? The girl gives the disinterest, and they just keep chasing and chasing and chasing. So you give disinterest back, but then you keep going. Okay, you don't just give disinterest back with false time constraint and then just wait and see what happens. You give disinterest and you keep going. You keep talking, and then you see if you can recover it, and you see that if things start to happen. Okay, if she starts to give you interest. That's the first way. The second way is if she gives you disinterest, you need to try get her emotionally reacting. You need to try get her laughing, happy, all of these types of positive emotions. You need to try create that positive emotional reaction. When she starts to react, that's when you crack her open, if you will. That's when she's responsive and she sees like, oh wow, this guy's actually interesting. He's actually funny. He's actually engaging. Oh, it's something different. Let me actually pay attention to it. So you need to get an emotional reaction. Now, here, this is kind of using all the attraction techniques that you're going to learn about at a later stage, cold reads, negs, push-pulls, okay, all of these types of things to get that emotional reaction, to get that laugh, because now she's giving you this interest straight away, you want to get her reacting, okay? The third way is the call out. This is your last resort, but this is basically, and you can kind of even go in order here if you want to. You can just try go first respond with disinterest, and if she still gives disinterest, you can go to an emotional reaction. If she still gives disinterest, you can go to a call out, or you can just start with disinterest. You just start with an emotional reaction, whatever it is, but this is your last option. Okay, you don't try this first, this is the last one. Call out is basically telling her, look, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. I think you're really cute, but you're kind of being a little bit weird. Okay, you're kind of being a little bit lame because I'm trying to have a conversation, but a conversation works two ways. Okay, I want to find out a little bit more about you. You're calling her out, but you can't do this in a butthurt, angry, emotional, upset way, because that's low value. You can't make it seem in your delivery like, oh my God, I can't believe you're not speaking to me. What's wrong with you? If it seems like that, boom, you're done. Okay? Then it's good that she actually gave you this interest because she's right. But you can call out your boundary. Like, look, I can see that you're obviously you can even say this, I can see that you're giving me this interest. Okay, you can say that if you want. Or you can say, look, I wanted to say like, I thought you were cool. That's why I wanted to come speak to you. But a conversation works two ways. So, and you can kind of say it like that, but you're saying it in a tonality that you're not butthurt, you're just a very genuine way. And then you see what happens. But from all of these things, you have to keep going. It's not just like you say it and you're waiting to see what happens next. You say it and then you keep going. Okay? Maybe for the call out, you do need some reciprocation. You do need to see what she says. But for these other two, you throw and go. You're going to see in the attraction techniques how I talk about the throw and go concept. Okay, but you say and you keep talking. Okay, that's what you can do if you get disinterest. And if you still keep getting disinterest, well, you move on. What can I say? I don't have a magic wand to make every girl give you interest off the open. And also understand that again, just because she's giving you a little bit of disinterest, that's fine. You keep going. Okay, don't think to yourself, again, I would only use these things, all of these three, if you're getting strong disinterest. If you're getting a little bit of disinterest, how do you even know that it's disinterest? Maybe she's just thinking like, oh, this is random. This is a little bit interesting. She's not even disinterested. She's actually just a little bit hesitant. She's a little bit nervous. Maybe she's even attracted to you. That's why you don't do these things. That's why don't get stuck in these just because you're thinking, okay, she's not 100% interested in me. She's not jumping on me as I open to her. Look, you have to expect that from her world, she's not expecting someone to approach her, expecting someone to speak to her, especially in a day game situation. Night game, she's more expectant of it because it's a social gathering. She's expecting that a social interaction could happen. But even that, in that case, in both of those cases, you need to understand that you can't just expect so much interest off the bat. As long as she's not giving you strong disinterest, you just move on, you transition, you use your attraction techniques. You don't have to think so hard into this. Because otherwise, I've seen so many guys that are thinking, okay, she's not 100% interested in me. She's giving me disinterest. Let me do one of these things. No, she's never going to be 100% interested in you. Maybe 1 out of 20 girls. Okay, off the open, maybe. Okay, if that. So you don't want to bank on all of these. This is just kind of tools if you really sense like, okay, this is real disinterest. And it's not something I can just keep going. She's actually giving me real disinterest, and I have to address it with one of these three things. Then you address it.